mid-1976 I started to get involved in the folk scene in Hobart. Now, I was then a total newcomer to folk music, but the folk scene was very good, but it only went as far as clubs, and it soon became apparent that what we didn't have was somewhere such as this weekend where people could enjoy music over a period of a number of days. It's a delightful historic place, and so for aesthetic reasons Longford was chosen. But actually Longford is very close to Launceston Airport, the best airport in the state really, and so it was very easy for us to bring in artists from interstate, which is very important to us because we've always seen it as a national, if not an international festival.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Tasmanian Folk Festival Committee for asking me along. And secondly, I'd like to congratulate the committee for continuing on with the festival. I believe that the weekend's going to be fine and good, and I would like to wish the committee all the success in the world for the weekend. Thank you for coming. Congratulations. Hope you'll have a wonderful weekend, and we will continue to support you, and we hope it's a great success. Thank you very much.
Die, 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 die. They sailed from port one morning when the weather was clear. Gentle breeze behind them and no one gave a care. They sang and danced and laughed at night and opened up a keg. They're out to catch the whale that took the captain's eye. Die, 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 die. The captain says a piece of gold for he who sees my whale. So bend your backs and row me lads and take me to me whale. Bend your backs and row me lads and take me to me whale. Tonight we sing and dance and tomorrow night we sail. We're sailing to the harbour, now proud and in the beach. Show them all we captured the monster from the die, 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 die. We saw the whale that morning, the weather was clear. The crew were white as ghosts, but the captain had no fear. I'll take the whale myself, he said, the weak can stay behind. The strong can share my glory, and tonight they'll share my wine. Die, 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 die. The whale, it came up closer, it looked bigger than the sky. They lowered down the longboat and they heard the captain cry, oh, bend your backs and roll me lads and take me to me whale. Tonight we sing and dance and tomorrow night we sail. We're sailing to the harbour, the proud and in the beach. Show them all we captured the monster from the die, 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 die. The whale, it came so close, it almost tipped the boat. The captain raised his spear and he rammed it down its throat. The whale, it gave a mournful cry and lifted its great tail and brought it down a smashing their way boat worse than a gale. 100 years have passed since the captain and his men went below to spend their days in Davy Jones's den. The whale, it goes on living, but inside it bears a scar. If you're ever near that place, you'll hear a voice call from afar. Oh, bend your backs and roll me lads and take me to me whale. Tonight we sing and dance and tomorrow night we sail. Sailing to the harbour, now proud and in the beach. Show them all we captured the monster from the die, 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 die.
very eerie place, and John felt inspired to write a song about it, which is just called Ochil to Good.
It's in the key of D.
Sorry about that. That was one of our shorter numbers.
C sharp.
That's what we do when we can't think what to do next.
Sure, is it right now?
Yes, I know,
Right.
C sharp. I think it's sorry about that.
Nothing like rehearsing, is it?
Come on.
Ah, that's better, right.
Get on with it.
Just checking. Right. In the months leading up to the festival, we spend all of our spare time organising things. We never really get a chance to practice our own music, but we always enjoy performing. I feel that if you don't enjoy yourself on stage, then no one's going to enjoy listening.
In the world where the mountains reach down to the sea, where the showers set in all the isles, in the land where many in happiness live, the walls of their houses now crumble in ruins. For the men of the highlands, they never return to their mothers and sweethearts, their wives. The seaboard highlanders were butchered and slain, 'neath the green fields of Flanders they lie. With the men forgone
Over the last 10 years, the Tasmanian Folk Festival has become known right around Australia as well as internationally. People come from everywhere. Some of them have been every year, which says a lot, I think, for the popularity of the festival.
song, now silent as their loved ones' graves. For the men of the highlands, they never return to their mothers, their sweethearts, their wives. The seaboard highlanders were butchered and slain, 'neath the green fields of Flanders they lie.
John Bushby's headed the festival for a number of years. Well, John and his wife Caroline were there right in the very beginning, 10 years ago. And I suppose over that 10-year period, although a number of people have taken the reins over a period of time, John has certainly done more than anyone else as far as continuing the festival goes.
The music is accessible to all ages, which does make it a family festival. People can come along, bring their children, and there'll be something for all of them.
It's a camping festival, and the idea is that you make it part of your holidays and go along with your family and camp in very congenial surroundings down by the river. And there's a lot of sitting around in the sunshine because we've always been blessed with very good weather. It's a very informal, relaxed atmosphere. And for me, that's one of the great things of the festival is that, and meeting old friends there and talking. And a lot of people say that's what makes it fun too, is the atmosphere.
People planning this have gone to a lot of trouble to provide a variety, so, it satisfies pretty much anyone's taste.
Because we really like camping and we like music.
Oh yes, it's an ideal place because there's plenty of room and room for parking, and it's central too for the island.
No, we're having a really dreadful time.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
What do you think? What do you think we are? Hey?
Yeah, do we look like we're having fun?
Yeah.
We do. Maybe we are. That's what we've been missing.
Oh!
No, right.
From the very first festival in 1977, the program has stayed pretty much the same. As well as the concerts, there have always been dances, workshops and informal sessions of one kind or another.
1986 reminds me a lot of the first one in January 77 because it's a similar size, albeit a bit bigger. Certainly the budget is a lot bigger, and as long as they can meet their expenses this year, I think they'll have a top festival, perhaps even the best in the last 10 years, because you don't need huge crowds to make a good festival. In fact, the bigger the crowd, if it gets too big for the facilities, it just spills over into the streets.
With most of the piping, with Northumbrian pipes that you get on records and the like, you will find that that is the key that they use when they particularly play solos. If you're playing with other instruments, probably the key of D is about as good as you'll get to play with.
Once upon a time in the nursery rhyme, there were 3 bears. 1, 2, 3. A mama and a papa and a wee bear. 1, 2, 3. They were out a-walking and a-talking and a-eating, and along came Goldilocks to break up the party. Go! Someone's been eating my porridge, says the papa bear. Someone's been eating my porridge, says the... Someone's been eating my porridge, says the baby bear. Eating it all up. Yeah. And it's heel and toe, heel and toe. Skip, skip, skip. Back you go. Heel and toe, heel and toe. Skip, skip, skip. The clap. Right hand clap. Left hand. Oh. And release. Right arm swing. Left arm swing. And away we go. And it's heel and toe.
Folky music seems to be music that people can get involved in, and so what I'm seeing now is the kids growing up, right? There's the kids about 16, 17, their parents have been coming and they're coming as well, and it can't help but just, you know, have a good feel to it. The good thing about folk music is that it doesn't have to go in fashionable cycles. But what was here 10 years ago may still be roughly what is around in 10 years' time. There'll be new faces, new artists, but you're drawing on such a rich historical reserve of material, and people are writing new songs all the time, that it can never be out of date. There's a good theory to say that folk festivals like this won't survive unless we can continue to broaden the scope of what's being offered, because people will tire of a narrow type of music or a narrow type of entertainment. And after all, it is entertainment. And so the fact that we've seen street theatre, clowns, things for the kids and so on, to make it a family occasion, if there is a future in festivals like this, then it has got to be by having those sorts of artists as well as the mainstream Anglo-Celtic folk.
You're upright, sincere, there's nothing underhand. Oh, but maybe someday, you'll say ta-ta and go away. But witness the fantasy to bug a tiger with a stick. Walk around whistling while I'm locking up the gate. Glass of bag of fellas, glass of lemonade is all I ask to slip into my local at the end of the day. Wait, I'd like to be in the zoo with the zookeeper. I'd like to be a zookeeper man. I'd like to be in the zoo with the zookeeper. I'd like to be a zookeeper man. I'd like to be in the zoo with the zookeeper. I'd like to be a zookeeper man. I'd like to be in the zoo with the zookeeper. I'd like to be a zookeeper man. I'd like to be a zookeeper man. I'd like to be a zookeeper man.
Well, I think it's the experience of playing, to people who know what you are playing, and hearing, different kinds of music that's related to your own field in particular. Yeah. Fun too.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's the acceptance that you have, because people are here and they like a particular kind of music. I mean, there's many different kinds of music under that broad title of folk music, but they're here basically to listen to the music. So, it's always fun to play to an audience like that.
It's a song about a bird It's in a cage, and the song says a bird is not to be in a cage or to make somebody's house pretty. The function of a bird is to fly and be free.
Desde una jaula se oye un cantar, es el jilguero quiere volar. Desde una jaula se oye un cantar, es el jilguero quiere volar. Ese pajarito quiere libertad, no cae en su canto, no le hagan llorar. Ese pajarito quiere libertad, no cae en su canto, no le hagan llorar. De lo que acusan, díganmelo, pues culpa alguna nunca existió. De lo que acusan, díganmelo, pues culpa alguna nunca existió. Ese pajarito pide libertad, no cae en su canto, no le hagan llorar. Ese pajarito pide libertad, no cae en su canto, no le hagan llorar. Desde una jaula se oye un cantar, es el jilguero quiere volar. Desde una jaula se oye un cantar, es el jilguero quiere volar. Ese pajarito quiere libertad, a ninguna casa ni a ningún lugar. Ese pajarito no es para donar a ninguna casa, sino para volar. Pa 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 pa.
So what we've got here is the unique example of the influence of South American dance rhythms on Scottish traditional music. Now, there's a type of dance in Scotland called a strathspey. It's a very, very old, respected traditional dance. And we've got a very new traditional dance for you tonight. And this is called not a strathspey, but a strathsamba.
It's a tremendous feeling looking around at a hall full of people enjoying a band, for instance, like the band we had this last festival, the Battlefield Band. It's a lovely feeling looking around the hall and thinking, we put this on. These people are enjoying themselves because we did it. And I don't mean that as an ego thing, I mean it as doing something worthwhile. We started the festival for ourselves, but it's come to mean a lot to a lot of people, including the business community of Longford. And I feel we now have a responsibility to put it on if we can. When we thought the festival wasn't going ahead this last time, the town of Longford got right behind us, and we had a lot of calls from the general public saying what could they do, and we mustn't let it die and all that, and it made us realise how many people cared about it.
scaffold by the English road, with the bravest heart of all. Montrose, you have the road, you gave your life for loyalty, but it's no the hour for our own, they war between the kirk and royalty. Montrose, you have the road, you gave your life for loyalty, but it's no the hour for our own, they war between the kirk and royalty.
I know for a fact that the organisers are very concerned about whether it should go on, and after 10 years a lot of them are very tired because it has been much the same small group of people over that 10 years. Obviously I would like to see it continue, but then I don't have to put in the legwork because I'm not in Tasmania anymore. So someone's got to do the work, and if someone can do the work, I think the festival will go on because there is still a need for it, and I think people will still come.
Next up on ABC's Sesame Street, followed by Play School and Mr. Squiggle.